Hello everyone, welcome back. In this video we will see how can we tag transaction ID, purchase ID, zip and state. So in my previous videos we have covered as in how can we create a data layers, how can we create variables, etc. Those are very specific tagging that we can do using Launch. So we'll just cover it, how can we do that. So very first thing is, to achieve this we have to go to Adobe Analytics and then click on admin, go to report suites, search for your report suite and then click on edit settings, general, and then general account settings. Okay, once you land on this screen, this is the variable that you have to enable, transaction ID storage. Make sure it's enabled. It cannot be undone, so if you enable it, it cannot be disabled. So just enable it and then click on save. After this we will go to Adobe Launch and I'm just inside my property. What we will do, we'll create new data elements. For that, let's see what's there inside the HTML. So I have created another data layer, and in this one what my data layer is having, basically inside cart info I'm having cart ID, which is I'm going to take it as a transaction ID as well as purchase ID. So just to make sure it's dynamic in nature, I have used JavaScript math random function. So what it will do, it will just take any of the one number starting from here till next 100, and then yeah, I'm passing other variables as well, but I'm more concerned in purchase ID, transaction ID, which will be this cart ID, and zip state. Okay, so this is one thing. So cart ID data element I have created. So I have used core extension, clean text. I'm taking it from JavaScript variable, and this is nothing but my data dot cart info dot cart ID. And this is my transaction ID. Again JavaScript variable, my data dot cart info dot cart ID. Since I'm considering cart ID as a transaction ID, that's fine. I'm generating it randomly. Okay. Let's create two more data elements. One maybe I will create for state, code type, and then it will be a JavaScript variable again. Let's make it clean on page views, and then this time it will be, this is for state, yeah, so state. So my data dot cart info dot state. Done. Save it. Let's create another element which is for zip code. Let's make it zip. Again it will be a JavaScript variable. Let's make it clean. Text on page views, same thing. My data dot cart info dot zip. I will save it. Okay, and now I will go to my rules, and let's modify the all pages rule only, because this is just for demo purpose, considering the same page will have all this information. So in this rule, the event type is on page bottom. This is for non-exclusion of non-existing page, 404 pages, that's fine. Action is Adobe Analytics set variables, and then I'm setting beacon. So let's change the set variable. Okay, so what I'm doing here, on property 8 I'm setting transaction ID, that's fine. And property 7, I'm setting cart ID again just to make sure I was doing it correct. And there is a variable, there should be a variable called transaction ID itself. So yes, so in transaction ID and purchase ID, I'm setting the transaction ID data element what I have just created. And let's set zip as well. Zip will be zip and state will be state. That's it. And let's save it. But what I'm doing other than this, inside, yeah, everything looks good. Let's keep the changes and save it. Let's build the library now. Yes, so these are the changes I have just made. It looks good. State and zip and all pages. So let's save and build the library. Okay, library is built now. Let me just open a new page, and I will open the page in which I have this data layer. Let me just hard refresh this page. Something is not looking good. Okay, I missed a comma. That's fine. Now it looks good. Let's save it. Here, let's open Cloud Debugger. Okay, and go to network tab, clear all the requests, and let's refresh this again. Just a minute. We see in network the call is going and it looks good. Let's see the debugger. Yeah, so first thing is we are getting transaction ID 71396. Let's just refresh the page again just to make sure we are getting the dynamic data for transaction ID and purchase ID. And if we see, purchase ID is 71396 for the first call, and yeah, for second call it's 19003. So it's going good. Transaction ID and purchase ID both are same, so it's also working. And zip code is also coming. Everything looks good, and state is also coming. Okay, yeah, so this is how we can set purchase ID or transaction ID and state and zip in using Adobe Launch. So that's it in this video. Thank you so much for watching.